Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, which is Unpacking with Mishak Mate. So as you know that there are leaders like Julius Malema who never shy away from talking about or rather addressing Operation Dudula, saying that whatever they're doing is so illegal. So we saw now with Thabo Mbeki when he was addressing the media, saying that like it hurts for him when he sees Operation like Dudula doing what they do to fellow Africans. He also further says that South Africa shouldn't position itself as an enemy to other African countries. So I also understand the angle in which Thabo Mbeki is coming from, whilst also understanding the angle in which Operation Dudula is operating from. Because yes, he says that most of the problems that are being faced by South Africans are created by South Africans. Yes, for that I give him, because when you check, like exactly last week we saw, or rather we saw the reports of Tembisa Hospital being looted by one individual of about 2 billion. That guy who bought like 4 Lamborghinis and all that. So imagine if that money was not stolen and that money went into Tembisa hospitals. Imagine like what transformation could have been, in Tembisa hospital, because there are lack of machineries, there are lack of resources in Tembisa hospital. So imagine if that money were channeled well into where it is needed at Tembisa hospital. Imagine the infrastructure development in that hospital, but that money went to one individual, and now we are left to blame foreigners, saying that they're the ones that are finishing our medicines and collapsing our infrastructure in our hospitals and clinics, whilst we are not, attending the elephant in the room by saying that the likes of ANC that are corrupt, giving money to their friends and all that, the money that was supposed to help poor people in your clinics and hospitals, but that money is going to one individual. So Thabo Mbeki was speaking against that, saying that some of the problems that we are facing, we need to fix them, as South Africans, and not blame foreign nationals of saying that they're the ones that are finishing our medicines and infrastructure. So he says it hurts to see Operation Dudula chasing other Africans, So he's one of the leaders who are very vocal about this Operation Dudula, joining the likes of Julius Malema. You know very well that Julius Malema is against Operation Dudula. So without wasting most of your time, let me just play the video of Thabo Mbeki slamming Operation Dudula. Thank you.
Understanding among our people, which is very, very old, that South Africa is part of the continent, South Africa is part of the African diaspora. That's part of what hurts me when I see things like Operation Dudula. It hurts. We can't position ourselves as though we're enemies of other Africans. It's not right. There are problems we've got to solve in this country, and we can't say those problems are solved by people who have migrated to South Africa. We've caused problems. But I'm saying that's where we come from. And Tio Soga was saying, rather than perishing, Africa will rise. That even the Bible was saying that. So I think that for our foundation, if I make a claim to say that's our mother and father, what Yosoga said 175 years ago, we must also ask ourselves, what are we doing to fulfill this vision that Soga had, that Africa will rise? Because I think as we can as we look around the continent, starting with South Africa, there is much to worry about. There's a lot to worry about.